Hi, I'm Joe from Miniature Landscape Hobbies, and in this episode, we're going to continue on our previous series doing the terrain challenge for Event Horizon Hobbies. Now, this is going to be a big one, as I'm going to build a diorama for the Machine and Krieger robot that I built a couple weeks ago. And in this case, I've decided to pull out all the stops. Sit back, relax, and let's get to work on this multi-part episode that is sure to have an awesome result. Miniature Landscape Hobbies is proudly supported by these sponsors. Event Horizon Hobbies is an amazing store, and Sarah Ann, the owner of Event Horizon, has come up with an amazing idea. She's issued me a series of hobby challenges. To do this, she occasionally sends me a secret project with random items to incorporate into it, and then we see what the outcome is. Last time I built urban monochromatic ruins, so now it's time for another challenge. I must be honest here though. I've already decided to wag the dog on this one. You see, the Machine and Krieger Ammonite I built a couple of weeks ago was so much fun to do that I've already decided that this video would be about building a diorama base for it. Of course, this means that the challenge will have to fit my objective, no matter what. So, let's see what Sarah Ann has sent over. Hopefully, we can work with it. The challenge, according to this, is to build a scene using products that she's supplied and whatever materials I can recycle, aside from the paint, glue, etc. And now, here are the supplies. These came straight over from Event Horizon, and it looks like the materials are all themed on wastelands. Let's see what there is. Dark foam flock. Okay. Dry static grass, sort of a dead looking grass. Some burnt type grass tufts. Coarse railroad talus. And, of course, the ever useful cork, which you can use for just about anything. This honestly is a really good variety that I'd be happy to work with any time. Now I'll just need to quickly head over to the bits box and find what junk and leftovers I can use for the rest of the build. Now, I've taken a quick route through my leftovers bin, and I came back with this. Some studs for scrapbooking, miscellaneous foam scraps, corrugated cardboard, and boxboard. And here are the leftover sprues and parts from the Ammonite itself. I figured I better use these. It seems only proper. Oh, and here's an old thread spool, some wire, and miscellaneous pieces of balsa wood. This is all really good stuff for any project. But I think I'm going to up the ante. I figured right from the start that I would pull out all the stops to make this the best possible diorama, while also planning it on the fly. Now, planning it on the fly is a real departure for me, since basically I lay out everything ahead of time, and I know exactly how I'm going to build each project, right down to the grains of grit. So, this isn't just a mystery for you, but it's also a mystery for me to find out what the final product will be. Okay, so that's the details sorted out. Now it's time to dive in and get to work. Please support us by subscribing on Patreon. Our subscribers receive a 5% discount on paint and building supplies from Torchlight Games, promotional products from Event Horizon Hobbies, free access to 3D print files, and a whole lot more. If you wish to make a one-time donation, click the button for Super Thanks. That finishes the construction phase of the diorama, and I think it's turning out well. So far, the wall panels, road, and ground are all prepared. The result has plenty of textures and small details to build visual interest and create a sense that the location represented by the diorama is lived in. I've also tried hard to match the apparent technology on the walls to the same level that is shown on the ammonite. Of course, this, along with the matching of the scale to the robot, is what makes it look like the environment and the vehicle belong together. Although this really won't be fully apparent until we paint it all, which we'll get into next week. Wait, how about a few sneak peeks of the results to pique your interest before the next episode? That's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. Please remember to subscribe, press the bell button so you get immediate notification on our videos, and until next time, remember to keep building life in miniature.